Your girl Camara, she back. She back with another video, okay? I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back, okay? And I'm coming back with a story time, okay? I went out on a date recently, and I just have to tell y'all about this. Like, I just have to. So we're gonna get right into the video. I'm gonna do my makeup while I tell y'all the story, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, so the brows are on, so let's get into this story time, okay? So basically, he says he want to take me out. The plan is dinner and a movie. I'm like, all right, bet, that sounds valid. For me, I live in New York, but I don't live in the city. I live like upstate. So for me, I have to take the bus to get to the city where everybody's at. So the day before the date, I asked him, like, can you pay for my bus ticket? Because it costs $20 for me to go to the city and back. So that's $40. So it's like, you want to take me out on a date? Like, can you pay for my bus ticket? Like, he goes, okay. And he sends me the money the day of for a one-way bus ticket. So already I'm like, okay. I tell my mom, she's like, okay. Like, come on. But I just look past it. But that's red flag number one, y'all, okay? So the day comes, I get on the bus, I'm on the bus, and he calls me. I tell him I'm on the bus, I tell him what time I'm gonna get there. I tell him I'm gonna get there at 5:45, y'all. And he says okay, and we hang up. So I'm expecting him to be at the bus station by 5:45. I get to the bus station, and he's calling me. So like, that means he knows like I'm here at the station, right? Okay. He calls me and he goes, and I'm like, are you here? He goes, oh no, I'm just now leaving my crib. Boy, what? So that's red flag number two. Like, I told you 5:45, bro. Like, that's crazy. And you're just now on your way. So I'm waiting at the bus station, just waiting for him. I could have gotten taken, you know, my small ass, y'all. I'm 4'11". I could have gotten taken. It's dangerous for me to be waiting out in these streets like that. So yeah, I'm waiting for him. And he calls me again. And he's like, he's talking to me while he's driving. I know I probably look crazy, but you know, I'm just covering up the dark spots, y'all. So we're on the phone, y'all, and he's just chatting or whatever. He's passing by food places, pointing them out. He points out a Chick-fil-A. I'm like, okay, whatever. So boom, he decides to park. He parks, and then he starts walking towards the bus station. So I'm still waiting for him by a Starbucks. And he finally meets up with me. And this man is wearing socks and slides. So I'm like, hey, yo. Okay. Okay. So, so boom, we start walking towards his car where he parked at. We're talking or whatever, chopping it up. And then he goes, pick between what you in the mood for? Pick between Shake Shack and Chick-fil-A. I'm like, hey yo. I'm like, hey yo, bro. But I don't say nothing because one thing about me, I don't like confrontation. Like, I don't like having to, I need to work on like standing up for myself. Like, that's something that I'm really trying to work on. Like, I'm doing research and all. Like, I've been reading this book If you know, then you know, but but yeah, I don't say nothing. I'm just look. I'm like, okay. So I picked Shake Shack, and we go to Shake Shack, and I'm looking at the menu, and he's looking at the menu, and I'm just not feeling it. And then he says, you know, I kind of want a Chick-fil-A instead. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's go. So we go to Chick-fil-A. I place my order. He places his order. We get our order. We don't even sit in Chick-fil-A, y'all. We don't even sit down and eat in Chick-fil-A. We go to his car and we sit in his car and we eat our Chick-fil-A. Don't get me wrong, his car is real nice, but like, you said dinner and a movie, so I'm expecting you to like take me to an actual restaurant. We sit down, we talk, you know. But nah, this man, I feel like one side got more contour than the other. Am I bugging y'all? Whatever. But yeah, so I'm like, all right, I'm not linking this man again. Like, you're definitely not getting a second date out of me. Like, that's definitely not happening. So we finish eating, and then he goes, search up movie theaters in Queens, because he didn't want to go to the movies in Brooklyn or in Manhattan. I don't know what the reason was for, but I didn't ask no questions. I was just letting him do what he wanted to do, because I already knew, like, you're not seeing me again. And I didn't think it could get any worse. So that's already like 4 red flags, right? Him sending me the one way, him being late to pick me up, him taking me to Chick-fil-A, and him having to sit in his car, not even to sit down and eat at Chick-fil-A. Like, that's crazy. So I'm like, all right. I look up a movie theater and I pick it, and we go, all right, bet we going to this movie theater, blah, blah, blah. So we drive into the movie theater, and then what happened? We basically had time to waste because the movie wasn't until like an hour and a half or so. So we drive to Queens. We're in Manhattan currently. We drive to Queens. We get to Queens. He stops for gas. And he's like, and he's a smoker. So he's like, I need to find some grabs. So we start driving around. I kid you not, we drove around for like a good hour. We drove around for like a good hour looking for fucking grabba, bro. And he finally found it. He finally found a good grabba that was worth the price. He was like, oh, he went to this one place and was like, oh, they had grabba, but I wasn't trying to pay for. He just wasn't giving, y'all, okay? Mind y'all, I told him I wanted some fucking hookah, like, and he's not making no effort to give me that. Like, I want some fucking hookah. He's playing around, driving around, trying to find some grabs, like, my nigga. Anyways, so he finds his grabba, and then here goes the other red flag. So this man goes, let's get a drink. Let's get a drink before, oh, titty's out. Damn. So this man goes, let's get a drink before we go to the movies. So I'm like, okay, sounds like a plan. So he goes, pick between Applebee's or Hooters. So I'm like, you telling me I gotta pick between bum-ass Applebee's and fucking Hooters with all these girls walking around with their ass out around you? Like, you really think that was, y'all think that made sense? Y'all think that was smart? Now I really don't like your ass. Applebee's and freaking Hooters, y'all. That's what I had to pick between for a drink. So I'm like, wow, okay. I guess I'll go to Applebee's then. I guess Applebee's it is. So he takes me to Applebee's. We only have time for one drink, y'all. We have our one drink. And we get back in his car. And we drive back to the movie theater parking lot. We drive to the movie theater parking lot and he's smoking it or whatever. And I decide while he's smoking to check like to check on the seats, to check on the movie seats. So I search up the movie theater and I search up the movie that we were going to see. We were going to see John Wick. Come to find out there's no freaking seats, bro. The movie is packed, the movie is full. There's no seats for the time and the movie that we want to see. So I'm telling him like, yo, there's no seats. We should have bought the tickets ahead of time. Well, you should have bought the tickets ahead of time. There's no freaking seats. What are we gonna do? So he's like, no, I'm not checking it. Da, 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 da. So he says, no, let's go inside and check. So we get out his car, we go to the movie theater, we walk in the movie theater, and he just can't believe that the movie is sold out. Like, so I'm like, hookah? Like, can you take me to get some hookah? Like, let's get some hookah instead. Like, let's go to a lounge instead. Like, I'm trying to save the date. Like, maybe if you take me to get some hookah, the date will go from a 6. It wasn't even a 6. The date will go from like a 5 to a 7.5, you know? But nah, this man just, he wasn't jacking it. We went back in his car and he goes, check and see where's the nearest movie theater to this one. So I'm like, okay, bet, I'm gonna do it. So I check and the movie theater is like 10 minutes away. And he's like, all right, bet, is there any seats? And I check and I'm like, yeah, there's seats. So he goes, buy them. I'm like, okay. He says, buy him. I'm waiting for him to be like, oh, I'm going to cash up you the bread, or I'm going to sell you. I'm going to have to pay you. Nah, this man just goes, buy him. And my dumb ass goes, okay. I go, okay, y'all. I go, okay, I buy the tickets. He doesn't offer to reimburse me or nothing. He just puts his car in drive. And we drive to the movie theater. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat like, oh my gosh, this date is the worst. Like, I should have been cut from when he told me to pick between Shake Shack and Chick-fil-A. Like, I should have been cut, but my ass was letting it rock because I've known this man for a minute. And I'm just giving him a chance, you know? But at this point, I'm over it. And then we're in the car on the way to the next movie theater. And this man goes, come here, my back hurts, I need a massage. Some shit like that. And I'm just like, pardon? You think I'm gonna come home with you after this shit? You're fucking dumb. You're stupid. I'm not coming home with you after that. The fact that you would even think I would, that's nuts. Like, you must think I don't know my worth for real. Get to the movie theater. He asked me if I want anything from the concession stand. At this point, I'm like, no, I don't want shit else from you. Like, you really pissed me off today. So at this point, I just want to go home, y'all. Like, I just want to go home. And mind you, I live far. I have to take a coach bus to go home. So I'm just like, I really want to go home. Like, I don't want to have to deal with this man after this movie. I don't want him to, because he clearly thinks that I'm coming home with him. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I was being nice. I was being nice. There was a point during the date where he asked me, like, come out, are you having fun? And I was like, yeah. But I really wasn't. But I was just trying to be nice. You know, I don't like being mean at all. I don't like hurting nobody's feelings. But once he asked me to buy the movie tickets, I really felt like this man must think I don't know my worth for real. So boom, we're sitting in the movie theater, and he starts to get to touching, get to rubbing on me, and I'm just irritated as fuck, like very much irritated. And I start to think like, what if I just left right now? So I text the group chat. I text the group chat and I'm like, y'all, I'm on a really bad day right now, like, and I really want to go home. Is it OD if I get up, say I'm going to the bathroom, and then leave? They all like, oh, Kabera, that's OD, that's OD. But I mean, like, at this point, I don't care because taking me to Chick-fil-A on a first date is OD. Taking me to Applebee's on a first date is OD. Having me pay for the movie tickets on the first date is OD. So it's just like I feel like I should. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. I don't care if it's OD. Like he's OD. What he did was OD. So I did exactly that, y'all. I got my ass up. I said, I'm going to the bathroom. And he goes, again? Because if you know me, then you know, like, when I drink, my bladder goes crazy. I have the bladder of a squirrel, y'all, especially when I drink. So I gotta use the bathroom. He goes, again? Because I used the bathroom right before the movie. So I'm like, yeah, again, like, bye. I go to the bathroom and I ordered my Uber before I went to the bathroom. And when my Uber said like 3 minutes, that's when I was like, I'm going to the bathroom, and I left. So I go outside. I go outside, y'all. And I'm standing outside waiting for my Uber to pull up. Like it said 3 minutes, so it can't take that long. It said 3 minutes. I'm standing outside. And then it starts freaking raining. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. It started off as a drizzle, y'all. And then it started pouring. Mind you, I had no umbrella, no. Bro. I did my makeup all cute for him. I did my hair the night before. And it's just like it grinds my gears. The Mendy stays. Like, it starts pouring. And I'm sitting here waiting for this Uber, y'all. And he's taking dumb long. I'm like, yo, it says 3 minutes. Like, why are you taking so long? So I call him and I'm yelling at him like, bro, like, where you at? I'm at the movie theater. Your shit says 2 minutes. Your shit says 1 minute away. Where the fuck you at? Like, you're playing right now. Like, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm coming right now. Do you hear my horn? And he's honking his horn. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you. Come here. Like, you see the rain, right? Like, I have no umbrella. Like, hurry up. So he finally pulls up. And he's apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The GPS was taking me places. The GPS be taking me places. The GPS be taking me places or whatever. I don't know, he said something. I'm like, it's okay. I'm just trying to get away from a date right now. So, like, get to stepping. Like, let's get this car moving. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here before this man realizes that I left him. So, I tell him that. And the Uber driver just starts giving me, like, a pep talk. Like an OD pep talk. Like, it's good that you left. Like, that means you know your worth. Like, this and that. Like, I'm vented to him. Like, I'm telling him how I pay for the tickets. He like, oh, you're going far. You went to the bus station, so that means you're not from here. I'm like, yeah, like, I came from upstate to go on this date. And this is what happens? Like, that's really crazy. So the Uber driver is telling me, like, you did a good thing. Like, and I'm just like, I know I did. You are so right, sir. Because I did not deserve this night. I came all the way down here for a date and you said dinner and a movie, and this is what happens. Now I'm afraid to go on a date ever again because now it's given make a reservation before I even come down there. You gotta make a reservation. You gotta pay for my bus ticket or come and get me because I'm not going through that ever again, y'all. Like, I gave you my time and now I can't get my time back, and I'm real mad at that. But yeah, I know I'm not bugging. Like, there's multiple red flags in this state. I'm tripping. I know I'm not tripping. Let me point out the red flags. One-way ticket, socks and slides, Chick-fil-A, Applebee's, me paying for tickets, thinking I'm gonna come home after, touching on me in the movie theater. Like, I really wanted to. Like, how dare you? I'm so glad I left. And I hope you watching this too, sir. Don't do that shit again. Because the next girl might not be too nice about it. Like, I'm really nice. Like, I'm so nice. And I feel like people take that shit for granted. But, yeah, I'm nice, but I know my worth. So, when I feel like I'm being treated a way that I don't deserve, I'm out of here. Like, it's over. Like, over with. So, yeah, y'all. This is why I'm not dating at the moment, because the dating pool right now is just not it. You really better off going back to your ex. Like, I'm laughing, but I'm dead ass. Like, because bombastic side eye. But nah, let me really talk to y'all. Girls, do not sit there and tolerate no BS. Like, do not. Like, once you see a red flag, get to stepping. Like, do not stay any longer because it's only gonna get worse. And I'm telling you this from the experience that I just told you. If I stayed, I would have been stranded in the city because the next bus wouldn't be until the morning. So I would have either had to go to his crib and sleep over or hit up a friend. And I hit up my best friend. I did. Before I thought about leaving, I hit up my best friend and I'm like, yo, you up? Like, can I come over after this fucking stupid ass date? She didn't answer. She was asleep. So I would have been stuck with him. But my ass was like, nah, I'm leaving. Like, one thing about me, I'm leaving out of here. No longer staying for no BS. If I don't get treated the way I want, I'm out of here. Because one thing about me, y'all, I'm good by myself. I do everything for myself. And that's just on period. So I hope y'all enjoyed my story time. And I hope it taught y'all a lesson because it sure taught me a lesson. What the fuck? He hit me up the other day talking about we got beef or something. Hell yeah, we got beef. Cause that was a first date, you guys. Like, I could have understood if it was maybe like a third or fourth date. That was a first date. So the expectations were kind of high. and I got disappointed. One thing about these men these days, they will disappoint you. So I hope y'all enjoyed my story time. More is to come, okay? I'm gonna start posting more on here because, you know, it's warmer. My seasonal depression is starting to flee, you know. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, hold on, let me finish cleaning up before y'all call me dirty. I don't want to close with a dirty bed. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.